Hi, I'm Pandora's Books and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going through my October TBR. I've got 5 books on my TBR this month and the aim is just cozy, spooky, witches, autumn, just all the vibes that October brings. I'm all ready. I've got my mood lighting, I've got my pajamas, I've got my blanket, I've got my tea that my boyfriend kindly made for me. So let's just get straight into it. The first book I'll be reading this month is Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match by Sally Thorne. Sally Thorne is mostly known for The Hating Game. I haven't actually read that book, but I've watched the movie. But what mostly made me pick up this book is the quotes on it. It's quoted by Emily Henry, Ali Hazelwood, Christina Lauren, and Ruby Dixon. And if that isn't a great lineup, then I don't know what is. This book is based on the Frankenstein family, specifically Angelica Frankenstein, and she is running out of love options, love suitors, and so she decides instead that she's going to build her perfect match. She's going to make Frankenstein's monster and make the perfect boyfriend. This felt like the perfect option for October. Also, the quotes on this book are really promising. We've got Emily Henry saying, "I want to live inside Sally Thorne's brain," and Ali Hazelwood saying, "I adored every single second, deliciously bonkers and utterly unique." So I think it'll be really nice to read a romance that is kind of out of the norm. The next book I've got is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. This book has been described by everyone as a cozy comfort read about witches, and if that isn't perfect for October, I don't know what is. It is about Mika, who takes in 3 young witches and helps them learn about their magic and learn about themselves, while also abiding to her rules of don't show your magic, hide who you are. And I assume that, she develops as a character and discovers that she doesn't have to do that. There is also a romance plot with this. I think I saw somewhere online that it's like a grumpy Irish man, so that's intriguing and I'm excited to read that. It's just a cozy fantasy, and I don't think I've read many cozy fantasies, but October's the time to start, right? So I'm excited to read this one. The next book on my TBR is The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This book I've had my eye on for a long time, so I think now's the time to get to it. This book is based in 18th century London, where an apothecary shop focuses on selling poisons and potions to women who want to get rid of oppressive men in their lives, but their most recent customer makes a fatal mistake and things just start to go downhill. I don't read much historical fiction, but this also does jump into the present, so I'm hoping that will help me ease into it. The most historical I've gone is like the 70s, so this will be something out of my comfort zone. This book was shortlisted for an award, and I have heard her other book was really good, so hopefully this will be a 5-star read. The next book is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I have heard a lot about this series. I know that a lot of people love this series. I've only got the first one at the moment. I'm not much of a thriller reader, but it is YA, so I'm hoping it will be a gateway for me. If you don't know what this book is about, it's about a group of teenagers who get enlisted by the FBI to help them on cold cases, specifically because they've got exceptional skills in reading people or psychoanalysis. I'm not completely sure what their skills are, but they are better than the average man, I guess, why the FBI would be hiring teenagers. We follow Cassie, the main character, who has to work on a cold case, finding a serial killer, I'm pretty sure. I did skim through this and I saw that there's chapters from the serial killer's perspective, or like it's talking to you directly, so that looked really interesting. I do get spooked easily though, so I might just read this in the daytime. And my final book on the TBR is The Crimson Moth by Kristen Ciscarelli. I think that's how you say it. This book actually goes by Heartless Hunter in America. I did not know that until I was looking for it online. I was like, why can't I find this? It's The Crimson Moth in the UK. I don't know too much about this book. I know that loads of people have been reading it recently online and have really loved it, and that the second book comes out in February. It's a duology, which I feel like we need more fantasy duologies. This book is again about witches. There's a theme this month, clearly. It is set in a world where witches are hunted, and so our main character, during the night, she acts like a vigilante and she protects people with her powers. She names herself the Crimson Moth, but she ends up falling in love with someone, and that someone turns out to be a witch hunter. So I guess it's like not enemies to lovers, but Romeo and Juliet, star-crossed lovers type of vibe, which I haven't really read much of. This one I'm most excited for to read this month. My only problem is the second book doesn't come out until February, and I'm scared I'm gonna read this book and then just really want the second one. I have heard so many good things about this, and I'm really hoping this will be a 5-star. I just feel like there's not enough witchy books out there, not in the sense of like 18th century witch, burn at the stake, like modern day fantasy witches. So yeah, The Crimson Moth / Heartless Hunter, super excited. So those are all the books that I'm planning on reading this month. Super short, I know, but I like to underpromise, overachieve. 3 of these books are very witchy vibe, 1 thriller, 1 romance, so I think I've got a good mixture in there. Hopefully I get through all of them in October, and I think I'm going to start with The Lost Apothecary. I'm a bit nervous because it's like historical, so get that one over and done with first, get over the bump, and then I should be all good. Also let me know if The Naturals is worth it, if I need to buy the other books. I guess I'll find out after this, but you know, I need to invest beforehand. Also, if you have any good witch book recommendations, please drop them down in the comments below, because I just need some more witches in my life. I need some fantasy element, modern day witches, because I feel like we're really lacking at that at the moment. Also remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun YouTube things, and I'll see you next time. Bye.